to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a twin flame reading for your sign. I ask God, my angels, guides, ancestors to watch over this reading, help me to provide clear and accurate messages to my Gemini collective, help them to hear and see what it is that they need from this reading, and direct any evil ill willingly. I thank you in advance, my guides. Alright, Geminis. I'm going to start by pulling 2 cards for the Divine Feminine, 2 for the Masculine, and then 2 for the greatest and highest good with the Tarot, and then clarify with Oracle cards. Let's see, what do we have for the Divine Feminine? You may have recently wished upon a star, gone through some deep inner healing. You've got the Star and the Queen of Pentacles here. The Star is all about hope, faith. You could be just in a sense of having faith in this connection, being grounded, stable, really working on that bag. Really just building a foundation for yourself. You could have made a wish on a star though recently in your manifestations. You're waiting for them to come back to you. Divine Masculine might be dealing with some toxic addictions right now. Feeling left out in the cold because he's had a hard time letting go of some things. Could be drugs, alcohol, pleasure-seeking behaviors, but at the same time feeling left out in the cold. A lot of times people that do live in the toxic are feeling left out in some way or another. So I do understand. It does seem they want to come in and tell the Divine Feminine the truth about what's been going on, how they've been feeling, things that they've been going through, struggles that they've been having. The Ace of Swords has a picture on it where it's facing straight towards the Divine Feminine, but the Divine Feminine is not even looking in the direction at this moment. It's like she's had enough. She's worried about her security now, and if he can't heal those parts of himself, she doesn't want to hear it. Let's see. Greatest and highest good. Greatest and highest good for this connection. You got the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Really finding happiness within yourself, because if you turn the 9 of Cups upside down, that's all about those feeling of empty places, like feeling empty. And so using passionate or substances to fill that hole and never really being fulfilled. The 9 of Cups upright is that self-worth, self-love. So there needs to be some self-love going on in this situation. It looks like Divine Feminine is standing firm in that, but the Divine Masculine is still almost in the place of needing his Divine Feminine to help him get out of that energy, or needing something other than what he feels he can give himself. And the only way to do that is there can be some collaboration here, but at the same time, Divine Feminine can't do the work for the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is, you know, she can give him everything that he wants and needs, but if he doesn't give it to himself, he'll just need more and more and more and more, because the main lesson of that is to become whole, to become in the energy of self-love. So the greatest and highest good is really collaborating, growing some seeds, sowing some seeds together for more. Okay, Divine Feminine, like I said, you're focused on yourself. That's like that Empress energy. Sacred Feminine journeyed back to self. You've really put in the work. You've really worked on finding that love within yourself, even in time of separation. The separation, they both have their back turned to each other right now. So I would say that the both of you are not in communication at this moment. It does look like the Divine Masculine does want to speak some kind of truth to the Divine Feminine about possibly where he's been, what he's been doing. But Divine Feminine is just trusting in the Divine right now. She knows that in order for her highest timeline, she's got to trust and just free fall into the universe. You know, divine. She's trusting in divine timing with this. She's not pushing. She's not rushing. She's just feeding the love to herself, like that Nine of Cups. And that's what the Divine Masculine needs to do to get out of that toxic devil type energy. Feeling left out in the cold. He really not only needs to bring the truth forward to the Divine Feminine, but he also needs to face the truth within himself and start really loving himself regardless. He's in a sense of contemplation right now, so that could be why he's quiet. Really staring out into the emotional side of himself, trying to reflect on possibly where he's done wrong. There's too many cards. Divine Masculine wants to write a book today. One, just one, please. Just one. Thank you. Yeah, he's had a revelation. He knows what this connection is. He knows now what he needs to do. After some time of being in solitude, contemplation, the light bulb finally went off for him, and he realizes that he's got to be the one to put in the work. He's got to be the one to sow the seeds back, to build some kind of trust and collaboration with the Divine Feminine. Yeah, he's been in a sense of lack and suffering. Even the Divine Feminine has been, in some sense, she went through her pain. She went through her growth. She went through her own suffering. It's not just the Divine Masculine. He's just in that energy now. This lack mentality with that Five of Pentacles, devil energy, hanging on to the past, really. Maybe he's looking back on those things that he did. It does say that some seeds are going to be planted in the springtime, and that goes right along with this card here, if you can see it. This Three of Pentacles, he's sowing the seeds in the garden, and possibly by spring, the seeds will start to like root and move forward the connection. Let's see. Divine Feminine, 2 cards. She's got action and offer here. She possibly could intuitively know that there's action headed her way. There is an offer coming towards her. And if it's not with this Divine Masculine, then maybe she has an offer with somebody else. That's really crazy because the greatest and highest good is awakening and contemplation. And we have the Divine Masculine here in contemplation. And we have the Ascending card for him. And this Forgiveness card. And that could be him coming forward with some kind of truth. Like I said, asking for forgiveness for his divine. And so basically you've got 2 awakening cards, 2 contemplation cards. So after a time of contemplation, going through the awakening, things will start to shift and change in this collective. There's no really timing, you know, everything happens in divine time, but I do see that seeds and spring are here, so possibly you'll start to see some movement, some change, some growth in the connection come the springtime. Let's see, get some Island Wellness cards here. It's so funny, before this cassette card came out, I knew it was going to come out. we've got cassettes. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying deals, or replaying things over and over in the head. So that could have been what your divine masculine was doing, was just replaying and repeating cycles over and over and over again for a period of time. It does say camera here. You both could be looking at pictures, keepsakes, past memories from each other. This says remembering keepsakes and things from the past. Make some memories. So hopefully some memories will be able to, some new memories will be able to be made. And then we have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted. Finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Yeah, we definitely, like with that star cards, with a lot of healing that the divine feminine is doing and has done. And then that Ace of Swords is that truth, that finding out things, that revelation that the divine masculine is having here. So there is movement going on. It could be under the surface now, because the growth that I see here is like seeds form. And the seeds go into the ground. And before we can actually see any progress, the roots get planted. You know, the roots start to grow, and the roots start to like impermeate the ground, and then when it's ready and fully formed, then it will peek out from the ground. So right now it's still in like that seed, that those seeds planted underground. So it's an underground growth right now, possibly not on the surface in the 3D yet, but energetically there's seeds planted that are taking root and taking, you know, being watered and growing, but you may not see it right now. It says reflection, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And I think that's what Divine Feminine is doing with that trust card, and really putting stuff into herself. Like, she feels the separation between the two of them. She feels like there's a barrier there, but she's trusting that in divine time things will come back together. She's trusting that those things. And then we have the trust card, and trust says transformation, success through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it'll automatically transform. And that's what you're doing. And the seeds are getting planted in this moment. And then it says sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. This is definitely a divine connection here. There's a lot of movement going on. Awakening twice. Contemplation twice. Seeds being planted. The only thing negative I see here is the divine masculine's energy is still a little bit toxic, still feels a little lack. But with that revelation card here, he's starting to realize, like, it all starts with him. Like, yes, he probably has every reason to feel left out in the cold because of past experiences. The separation could be really hard on him, but he's starting to realize that the drugs, the alcohol, the women, the cars, the money, all of those things are not fulfilling him. And he's starting to move up the chain to become a more, like, awakened person. But I hope you got something from this. I thank you for watching. If you liked it, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.